What's up, YouTube? This is Titan, AKT. If you're following me on social media, in this video, I'm going to be going over Tesla earnings, my expectations heading into earnings, and even after earnings as of January 24th after hours. So if you like the sound of that, like, subscribe, comment your thoughts below. Let's get straight into the video. All right, so looking at Tesla, we're going to talk about both sides. We're going to talk about if you're a bull and maybe you want to see some type of signal to get to the upside, to go towards the upside. And if you're a bear and you're already maybe in this play, maybe you're looking for more downside, we're going to talk about both sides. Okay. So, first things first, we're going to talk about the upside or the potential upside for Tesla, maybe heading into earnings or even after earnings. Okay. First things first, looking at the 4 hour chart. Okay. So, someone pointed this out to me, and I'm not 100% sold on it. Okay. And basically, they were trying to, I guess they were saying this is a double bottom. As someone who trades double bottoms and absolutely love double bottoms, double top patterns, I'm not 100% sold on this. Okay. Also, we got to keep in mind that double bottoms aren't confirmed until the neckline is broken. And the reason why I'm not 100% sold on this potential double bottom, and I mean, it could be a double bottom, it's just not clean enough for me, is because if we mark out the neckline. Okay, let's say this is the neckline here at around 218 to 17.5. Okay, let's say this is the neckline here. These sellers up here is what's really bothering me. Okay, and when it comes to me trading double bottoms and double tops, I like to have some type of clear upside. It's just too much going on up here. Okay, too much going on up here. So if you want to call it a double bottom, by all means, I don't blame you. I see the vision. I see. I potentially. I can't see the potential there. I just personally. I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt as far as it being a potential double bottom. All right, but let's say we wanted to add that as some form of confirmation. Okay, let's say we want to make this double bottom some form of confirmation. Okay, so first things first, we will need obviously a neckline break of around 218 to 17.5, and then we'll need some type of mount. But as you guys can see, my main thing here is a bull flag. Okay, a bull flag is here. So the problem with a lot of patterns and people trading or trading patterns is that when we break out of these patterns, they get tunnel vision and they don't look at levels or support resistance levels ahead. And as you guys can see, we have that here. We have multiple levels here. We have the 4 hour trend, and then we have resistance at around 218. So when Tesla does break out of this bull flag, traders will probably like FOMO in or jump in immediately without considering these levels ahead. So we can easily see one of these moves where we come up here to 218, easily reject, get back into this channel, and then we continue down further to maybe 205, 202.5, 200, and maybe 198. Okay, so keep that in mind before you go off the handles and instantly just decide, oh, bull flag's broken, let me jump in this trade. You have to account for the levels ahead. Okay, and that is how false breakouts end up happening. You get a breakout, and then you reject, and next thing you know, you're stuck in the play, and you end up losing money. So keep that in mind when you mark this pattern out, this bull flag out, and when you're looking for a breakout. So as far as my confirmations for more upside, the main thing I want to see is a break of this bull flag, a break of both these channels, a mount, and then more room to the upside. And I'm looking at 230 as my target. Okay, and the reason why I'm looking at 230 is, as you guys can see, we have the 200 SMA. Okay, so confirmation, I'm going to talk about confirmation all the time. The more confirmation on your trades, the better and more confident you are about the trade. Okay, break of the bull flag, that's my first confirmation. We can count this double bottom if we want, but regardless, double bottom or not, we still have this resistance level at 218 or 217.5. We want a type of break there. We want to break this 4 hour trend. Okay, so that's two confirmations in one, so three confirmations all together. Then we're looking for a break of this trend, break of this resistance. We mount it, maybe retest the 218 level, and then we continue up to 230. Okay, now if you really want to play it safe, you can say maybe 220 psychological level. Maybe you want to wait for some type of retest. I mean, not retest, but mount there, or maybe a move above there before actually jumping to the play. But that's what I will look for as far as upside. Okay, so we break out, retest, jump in at around 218, look for calls, and then head towards 230. The reason why my target is 230, we have the 200 SMA here, and even if that's not enough for you, even on the weekly chart, we also, man, that looks crazy. All right. And even on the weekly chart, if we just erase, let's just erase all this now. Even on the weekly chart, we have the 200 SMA up here, okay, at around 229, 230, okay. So that's as far as a move upside. That's what I will be looking at as far as Tesla if I was a bull. Okay. Now I am bearish on Tesla so far. Okay. I am absolutely bearish. There's no reason for me to be bullish right now. That was just more of a hypothetical situation. And the reason why I'm bearish is that one, we're under 209. We failed to hold above it, and we also failed to hold above 212.5. Okay. But looking at this weekly chart, okay, looking at the weekly chart, I guess this could be some type of maybe an inverse head and shoulders. I'm not familiar with the not head and shoulders, cup and handle, inverse cup and handle pattern. I don't really trade cup and handles, but again, I can see the vision. All right, I can see the vision. But as far as lower goes, the only way I can see Tesla going lower than this, where these buyers are right here at around, we'll say at around 194, is that maybe earnings takes us below this. Okay, so below these buyers right here in this area, in this wick right here, if we break below 194, it can get ugly. Okay, it can get ugly. Okay, if we break below 194, it can get really ugly. Okay, if we take out these buyers here on Tesla, it can get really ugly. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. And I think the only way we could get below that is possibly earnings. Okay, now, as far as earnings go, it is Wednesday, I believe, January 24th, after hours. I just don't see Tesla beating earnings. I just, I just don't see it. Okay, I don't see it at all. I don't see Tesla beating earnings. So do with that what you will. Even if Tesla doesn't beat earnings, there's earnings is still a gamble. It's 50-50, so it doesn't necessarily matter. Okay. But as far as levels to the downside goes, let's say if Tesla does, fail to beat earnings, or if we get a downside move prior to earnings, my first level will be 205. That's pretty decent support there as far as 205. Well, not 205, 206. If we break below 206, then I think we're going to have more room to the downside, or a bigger move to the downside, towards 202.5, 203, then 200 as our psych level, and then 198. And then lowest I'm looking at, like I said, on the weekly would be 194. We break below 194, again, it's going to get ugly. Okay. So that's my thoughts as far as Tesla goes. Okay. So let's try to go back in time and get all the drawings back. Now, as far as contracts go, okay, as far as plays go, we did do a 190 put contract today on Tesla. I did like four contracts and we made about 50% off of them. So what I was looking for was a rejection. Actually, let's just get rid of this real quick. So I'm going to show you guys what exactly I saw as far as Tesla goes. So I really trade the hour. And so I put this out in Discord that I was looking for some type of, this is when we were up here before this big wick happened. So I was looking for some type of retest of the 2 hour trend line. And we got that. Okay. We got that. And immediately right here, we rejected it. Once I saw that happen, I had to get those puts. Okay. So I did 190 puts for January 26th, which is this Friday. And immediately Tesla just started to plummet. It was absolutely beautiful. Made about 50%, about $250 off those contracts altogether. It was absolutely beautiful, and we closed out for the day on that. So that's what I was looking for as far as puts. Again, if you want the plays, Discord link is in the description below. It's only $25 a month. You get all my plays, stock, crypto, Forex, all that fun stuff. You get my charts. And speaking of charts, if you want my indicators, the link is also in the description below. All right. So Again, as far as Tesla earnings go, I just don't think they're going to hit simply because if you even look at the news, these battery stations are freezing, they're breaking, people can't charge their cars. And it seems like every time Elon Musk opens his mouth, Tesla just drops even further. It's just nothing really to look forward to right now. And sure, we could say that Tesla is pricing it in already or pricing the earnings drop. And I believe the earnings even got leaked, right? So sure we can say Tesla is pricing it in already, but even then, even if it's pricing it in, it's just like what else is there to look forward to? Unless they announce like they made an Autobot or something, I just don't see it. The EV truck is just not looking. I mean, it's just a lot going on as far as Tesla goes. But let's say earnings is pricing in or whatever the case may be, and maybe we since it's priced in, we just go up. If it does go up for earnings, look for that move towards 230. Earnings is gambling. It's like a 50-50 chance. You either get IV crushed or you're right or you're wrong. Okay. So it's really the odds are in your favor when you're trading earnings. Okay. And typically, I do believe that charts do show you what happens for earnings. But otherwise, that's really all I have for Tesla. If you're bullish, look for the break of the bull flag, break of these levels, move to 230. As far as bearish, I'm still bearish. I'm looking for a move towards 206. We break 206, then we head to 202.5, 200, and lowest 198. Lowest I'm looking at is 194. All right. Other than that, that's all I got, guys. Until the next video, have a good one, traders.